Happy 1000 subscribers, Libra. Thank you as always for watching my videos. And we have reached 1000 subscribers, so I'm giving this, a free reading for the spring. That is purely you guys. I do not tell people to like, subscribe, and share. I do not pay for subscribers. I do not pay for even advertising. So it is 100% you guys that we've reached 1000 subscribers, and I am very thankful. Thank you as always for commenting. Thank you. That's positive. Um, that's a big thing, especially if, you do get a reading that's not so positive. I know that can be hard to do. I do read all the comments. Few announcements. I am changing the way I'm doing my personal readings. Of course, I'm still offering personal readings, but I'm not going by minute anymore. Excuse me. I tried that, didn't like it. I'm going to go back to how I used to do them, which is by card count. I don't feel that it's, doing justice to anybody to try to limit a reading to a specific number of minutes. Let's face it, I don't know how long a reading's going to be until I lay the cards out, and even then, I don't really know. You just kind of go with it, whatever messages come out. So to try to squish it or, stretch it or whatever, I mean, it's not, I don't think that's a good way of doing a reading. So I do offer 3 cards for $15, 6 cards for $25, and a full 10 for $35. I think those prices are very affordable and reasonable, especially, from what I've seen other people trying to get. I think they should be affordable like this. I think this is a way so that way everyone can afford one, because, when people look for readings, it's because they're looking for guidance or they're worried about something and, they need help, and they shouldn't be turned away just because they can't afford something. And if, at the end of the day you still can't afford, that's why I do these general readings, so hopefully everyone can have a little bit of guidance. As far as personal readings go, as soon as payment is received, it does only take 1 to 2 days to get a reading. To receive the reading after payment has been made. Usually it only takes a day, but I say 1 to 2 just in case. I think, again, that's a very quick turnaround time. I try to be punctual with that. I only accept payment through PayPal. So if PayPal's not an option for you, I'm sorry, I can't do the reading as of yet. But anyway, enough of that. On to springtime love for you guys. I am using this deck. This is a deck that was made for me. It is a full 78 card deck. There was some confusion. There are some duplicate cards in here, but they are marked for the major arcana, so again, it is a full deck. So we start spring off for love with the Emperor. It's a very good card. It's a card of being empowered. It's a card of, like, fair ruling. He may not be the most emotional person. He may be a little closed off, maybe a little stern, but he is fair, and he is in control. So, whatever's going on in your love life, whether you have one or you don't, you are in control of it, even if you feel like you aren't. It's there. Oh, and see, this is a perfect example of, especially because the Emperor is the number 4 card in the major arcana. So we do have the Page of Swords, which, because I look at the jacks as either pages or knights, because pages to me are messages, knights are action and movement, so they're kind of the same, but there will be a lot of communication going back and forth. It may be some arguing, it may be some bickering. That's generally what I feel with the swords. Maybe debating, maybe rushing to things, but there is going to be a lot of movement. Talking, lots of travel, lots of energy. Might be a little towards the negative because it is a sword, so it is more, worries or arguments, but spring will not be boring for you. And, maybe that's why you are this Emperor. You have to stand your ground. Maybe people below you are, trying to, not below you, but this is a Jack and this is an Emperor. Maybe there's an uprising of some sort and arguments, and you gotta stand your ground. Like if you have children, let's say, or even in a relationship, maybe your partner, gets this idea in their head, and you have to stand your ground. Or maybe it's you speaking up because they're just being stubborn. Who knows? The Emperor is also the Aries card. So I could definitely be someone being stubborn as well. Then we have the Devil card. So I'm not sure how this will read out for everyone because, again, this is a very general reading. There are potentially 1,000 of you watching this, but or more, because not everyone subscribes. I know I always forget to subscribe to people because I just go and find them when I want to watch them, but it's funny because you have the Emperor on one side and you have the Devil on the other. And in between, there's this card of communication argument and rushing in with a lot of, like, you know, ideas of do it my way type of thing. And so it's like they're going head to head. Which one you are, which one they are, I'm not sure. But the Devil is all about bad habits. Excuse me. And it's about bad cycles. So this could be a cycle that you go through all the time, you know. You're happy, you're in control, everything's good. There's arguing, you know, there's bickering, and then maybe someone bails. Maybe they don't have a commitment that the Emperor. They start off with the Emperor, which is a commitment card, and it's a 4, so it's very stable. But then they go to, you know, the Devil after arguing, and then they don't have commitment anymore. Maybe this is a bad cycle that they have. Maybe this is you, maybe this is your partner. Or if you're single, you know, maybe you're thinking, oh, I can do it, and then you get cold feet. You know, maybe you sabotage things before they begin, or maybe they do. Not really sure, but this can be a very good reading, though, because the Devil may not mean that it is a bad cycle, it may just be a warning. So it's definitely keeping your eyes out, and at the end of the day, this is a 4 and this is a 5, so there is a forward movement. And that is what you want. It may not be fun to go through this, but moving forward is always good because eventually you will get past this and you will get to a new section. That's definitely something to keep in mind. Definitely. And also, I mean, the Emperor is on, like, a sword card, so to say, because it's a 4 of spades, technically. So this also being, like, partly a sword card for this deck, it could be that there is worry in the Emperor. Like, there is, like, the back of his head, there is some worry there. And maybe that's what comes out. And again, something doesn't necessarily have to end. It's not the death card, but it might be best to get away from whatever this is. Or maybe this is something that comes in, and that's what you, maybe your partner, are arguing about because this comes back. You know, whatever bad habits that is. I'm gonna pull an extra card. It'll be the first one I do this for, but, because I don't want to leave it on that note. I mean, I don't sugarcoat things. I don't say, like, I don't twist things, but having maybe a little more clarity. Well, you have the 6 of Wands, which is a very good card. It's all about, a victory of some sort. You've, like, it's gaining success from others, like, well-deserved recognition. There we go. So, that's another thing. When I pull out cards, I usually put them down in the same spot, but sometimes I don't. And so when I just put something down, I'm like, oh, look at that. You know, I've ended up putting this card down on top of the Devil, so you'll trump this Devil. You know, whether it's a toxic relationship you're getting out of, or a toxic relationship that tries to come back, or something toxic within the relationship that's not the actual relationship, whatever it is, you'll get through it. Definitely. So that makes me feel a lot better about this. Like I said, forward movement, it's a 4 to a 5, and then this is a 6, so definitely you're moving forward and you'll get past this. So I hope you enjoy your spring.